Welcome to Tarot and Chill. My name's Nisha, and this is a pick a card reading to find out about the next message you receive. I've got 9 groups for you to choose from today. Group 1 is the orange calcite. Group 2 is the Unakite. Group 3 is the black obsidian. Group 4 is the jade. Group 5 is the apatite. Group 6 is the malachite. Group 7 is the Angelite. Group 8 is the Calcite. And Group 9 is the red Jasper. Please pause the video now if you need to take a moment to make your choice, otherwise I'll see you in your reading. All the timestamps will be below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this reading, leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in your reading. This reading is for you if you chose the orange calcite. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards you have sound. From the astrology reading cards you have the 6th house, the work, health and duty area of your life. From the Black Moon astrology cards you have 1st house, the body. From the good commentary you have the 9 of Wands. And the 2 of Wands. And from the Golden Universe of Tarot you have the Emperor reversed. And the Knight of Wands. Feeling for somebody this is a message about work, and it's going to be something stressful. It's like a reminder to do something by a specific time. It seems to be from somebody who's maybe like a boss or a bit bossy. They could be someone who's like having a tendency to be disorganized and then everything needs to be done at like a rush at the last minute. And you might be the person that they're calling on to ask to do something. I'm also seeing it could be about a meeting in the future, like a plan for the future, where maybe someone's disorganized themselves and like overbooked themselves or double booked, or it could just be like this person's like maybe not disorganized but over organized, and they're like phoning you to make plans that are like a bit too in depth for the future, and it's like something that stresses you out. Like, so do you remember our plans for like 3 months away? Do you want to meet at this time or this time or this time? I feel like it is going to stress you out. It's like something that does need a reply from you. And it seems to be something which is a bit frustrating. And I'm not sure if it's something that's already in the works, that you're already planning, that you've maybe forgotten about or you haven't been reminding yourself about. It's like maybe someone was waiting for a response or waiting for you to make plans with them. I'm also feeling it might be about a visit, like maybe someone's coming to visit you. I'm not sure if for someone it's their dad and their dad's coming to visit them. You maybe feel a bit stressed about it because maybe your dad is like one of those people that's a bit stressful to interact with. Maybe it's just like they keep calling you and wanting to make more plans with you, or they're visiting by surprise or something. Like it might be like a surprise visit from somebody and it's like out of the blue, middle of the day. They just turn up at your door and you feel really stressed. I do feel like it might be from somebody who's like a bit of a workaholic, or somebody who has a tendency to either be like really disorganized and leave things till the last minute, or like they're particularly stressful about organization and planning and making sure that there's like constant communication about things. You might think, yes, I've already confirmed that I'm meeting you on that day. Why are you asking me again? Or you might think like, why have you left this till the last minute and now you're pressuring me? I do feel like for someone it might be something really specific is coming through. It's like a friend who wants to like tell you they're not coming to yoga, or like to the exercise class or something. Like their plans have changed and they're not coming, and you might feel a bit stressed out about it. I'm seeing in some way it's like you're already on your way and your friend is like cancelling the plan or something like that. I also feel like they might want to cancel and rearrange for a different day or something along those lines. I also feel like this may be a rejection from a job you applied for somebody. It's like a message to say you didn't get the job, but please do apply again in future or something like that. It's like, unfortunately, you've been unsuccessful this time, but please do feel free to apply again in the future for any other opportunities you see. And I feel like for someone, it might be more like a second interview for a job, but you might not want this job anymore. You might have found you're too busy doing other things, like maybe you've already got a job. And you're thinking like, what? They're messaging me now to invite me for a second interview when I've just like completely forgot this job even exists. I also want to say this might be a message from someone who's attracted to you, who wants to tell you that you look really good. It seems to be like social media. If that's the case, it's like someone just commenting on your pictures to say that they like your pictures, but I feel like you'll feel cringe about this person's comment. It's like the way that they word it is maybe cringe. It's like something to do with your appearance, and maybe like they want to fuck or something like that. Like they're just commenting it like, I want to fuck you, and it's like someone you're not attracted to. Or maybe someone you know through work who's like flirting with you in a bit of a creepy way, and it's like you're not attracted to them. I also feel like it may be something to do with a party or something, and I feel like someone might not be able to attend a party because they have work or something along those lines. I feel like someone may have like overbooked themselves and they can't come to something. Might be a message like, I'll try and come, but I might not be able to come because I'm doing such and such instead. And I do feel like it may be like someone who's trying to decide about plans, like should they do something with you or should they do something else? Or like telling you, I'm really sorry, but I've like overbooked myself and I can't do this now. Or if you've messaged someone something like that, they might be responding to what you've messaged them. And I feel like it might be a really quick response. And they might want to say like, you've let me down or something like that. And they might come to you with a bit of like heated energy that kind of stresses you out and makes you feel a bit worse when you already feel bad about cancelling the plans. I do feel like for someone, this might be a colleague saying, I can't turn up to work today, sorry. And you might think, what, you're leaving me all on my own to lead the day, to like deal with all the customers, and I'm hearing hot desk and whatever else. It's like maybe a phone call for somebody as well, like rather than a text message. I feel like it could be a voice message or a phone call that says something like is rescheduled, or it's like again like to communicate about a plan, and it feels cringy or frustrating, or like it gives you a bit of a headache to think about this. It's like you were planning to go a specific way and somebody wants to rearrange for another time or another day, and it maybe stops you dead in your tracks, like you were about to go somewhere, you were about to do something, and it's like changed your whole outlook on the day and what you wanted to do for the day. Yeah, I do feel that energy for you, so I'm sorry about the weird message, but I do feel like there is someone who wants to tell you you're attractive or something like that, and it might just be like you don't actually want to hear that from them or something like that. It's like this sort of wrong person. I'm hearing for someone it's like they're your grandfather's age or your grandmother's age and they're complimenting your body or something like that, and it makes you feel like, ooh, gross, grandma, granddad, like why are you complimenting me? Or they're young enough to be your son or daughter or something like that, and it's like, yeah, sorry about that, guys. It might make you feel a bit angry. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please feel free to watch others if they call to you. It's just a quick one today. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and check out the information in the description box if you'd like a personal reading. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Unakite. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Tree of Life. From the astrology reading cards, you have Scorpio. This energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. From the Black Moon astrology cards, you have Ninth House, Faith. From the Good Commentary, you have the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Cups. And from the Golden Universal Tarot, you have the Magician and the Seven of Wands. This seems to be in relation to something you want, And it seems quite positive. It feels like something which may be a bit difficult, like a struggle with this double Seven of Wands. It's like a bit of pressure. But it seems like action towards your goals or your dreams, like something in relation to something you'd wished for or dreamed for, or in relation to someone you really like, someone you have a soft spot for, someone you have a crush on. It might be like a romantic letter or a flirtatious letter, but I do feel like for someone it might be from somebody you have a bit of hostility towards. It's like they love you. And I feel like it might be a very quick communication. You might receive it very quick after you watch this reading. You may be intuitively aware this person wants to communicate with you and has like a lot of words for you. But you might not really want to talk to them right now. You might be feeling like pushing them away. It feels like someone you've known for a long time or someone you have quite a strong connection with, quite a grounded connection that's based in reality. This person may be Scorpio, or they could also be a Sagittarius. This person could be someone who's very, very, very quick at responding in general, or they might move quickly. This person, they might be a star in some way. They might have some kind of like luck in life. Like they might be a very lucky person. I feel like this person, they seem to be someone who does have a lot of faith and someone who is quite successful based on what they do. I feel like their life goes very well for them. They may be a bit of a fighter themselves, like they might be someone who can go from 0 to 100 real quick. They might be able to relax a lot, like this person seems more relaxed than most people, but also tougher than most people and more determined than most people. I feel like their message may be a bit stressful to receive because it does seem to be, it seems to be like something you've wished for, and I feel like it's going to put pressure on you to respond to it. But I also feel like it might be like the kind of way that they communicate with you. It might be very enticing and interesting, but also a bit of pressure again, I'm feeling. I don't know if it's like pressure to respond or if it's someone who is being a bit secretive and you want to like poke them to get more information out of them or something like that. I also feel for someone it might be something to do with work and maybe not someone you fancy or someone you've got an attraction to, but work and based on your passions, like an opportunity to do something you love, which you feel really excited about, and it's something you've had a lot of determination to do. You might have been putting in effort for years to do this thing and having a lot of faith. And it feels like part of your destiny, but it feels like this is maybe not the clearest message ever. It's like maybe news that is about something that you do that you love, which is very interesting, but it maybe doesn't actually lead anywhere immediately. It might seem like it's going to, but it ends up being a bit of like just pressure and stress, and maybe it's like a lot of interest in what you're doing without any financial reward or something like that. So yeah, like say if you're interested in, I'm not sure, like say if you're interested in selling clothes that you've made or something, it might be like lots of people come to your website as traffic and maybe you get lots of inquiries, but maybe no one actually makes the purchase yet. So it's kind of a lot of questions, maybe like you get a lot of queries through and you don't know if any of them will lead to a purchase. Maybe they don't lead to a purchase, but it still gets you in that like faithful and hopeful mood. So I still feel like overall this message is going to give you positive feelings, but it might leave you stressed. And I feel like it's somebody, for somebody it's like you're stressed and this person's really relaxed and their life's like really happy and going very well, and they might have an opportunity for you, but it might stress you out because like their vibe and their wavelength are so different from yours, and it's like you have to, I want to say you might have to do something or say something to impress this person, or like to continue the communication in the right vibe when you maybe don't feel like it. And I feel like for someone it's like someone you're not particularly keen on talking to, but you do still maybe have feelings for, like maybe you do still like them, but you also have like a slight problem with them, or you've argued with them recently or something like that. Anyway, I feel like this is kind of like a destined message that you're meant to receive. It just might be the moment you receive it is maybe when you have like a very full inbox and you're kind of sick of talking to people. And I want to say this message, it really does seem to be like someone communicating some feelings for you and maybe something quite exciting and interesting. And it feels like a lucky message to receive. and a very bright, positive one, but there is something mysterious about it. Like, I feel like this person, they may be opening up about something. So if it's like a work opportunity to do something you love, there may not be that much information. There may only be like limited information available, and when you actually get more, you might find it's not what you want. Say it's like you've been booked to perform somewhere, or you're like an actor and you've been offered the part in a play, but then when you start communicating with this person, maybe it's like an agent. Maybe when you start communicating with them, you find out it's like loads of hours and you don't get paid, or something like that. It's just like free work for exposure, and you end up thinking, oh, that wasn't really what I wanted. But Spirit still wants you to see it as like a positive sign, even if, like, say it's your crush and it's a message from your crush, but it just says like you're really hot or something, and maybe it feels like a bit degrading even, and not like as romantic as you'd hoped it would be in your head. Or for somebody, this could be your ex, and it's like you have positive feelings towards them, but also maybe you're thinking thank you next already and you don't really want to reply. Maybe you secretly want to block this person and you get angry to see their name on your screen or something like that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reading group too. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If you'd like a personal reading, the information will be below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Black Obsidian. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Community. From the Astrology reading cards, you have Cancer. This energy is emotional, sensitive, caring and loving. It may concern family, a mother or a child. From the Black Moon Astrology cards, you have Lunar Eclipse, Change. From the Good Commentary, you have the Four of Cups and the Eight of Coins. And then from the Golden Universal Tarot, you have the Ace of Cups and Strength. This message may be from a Cancerian person. They could also be Leo. They may be in your friendship circle, or it could be a colleague as well for somebody. And I'm seeing for somebody, it could also be someone in your family. They seem to be someone who, either they're part of your community or they're somebody who does like to have like a big community around them. But yeah, I feel like they are kind of like part of your community. I feel like you may not see this message for a while. For someone, this might already be received. You may have already got this message, but you just haven't seen it because you've been really busy with work, and it's like they've already tried to reach out to you, but you haven't noticed. Maybe you haven't replied, so it's just like maybe something you haven't seen yet. This person may have, I want to say if they've already messaged you, they may have offered to help with something, or they may have just asked, how are you doing? Something sweet and caring. It doesn't seem that serious. It feels like maybe a kind of like, hi, how are you? I'm doing really well. I'm just busy with work at the moment, and me and my partner are such, and this is happening in my life, and my mom and my dad. It's like kind of like a catching up with a friend kind of energy that's coming through. But yeah, I do feel like for some people, this message may be a bit more emotional and a bit more caring, and this person may have a lot of concern for you. Like they might be worried about you and wanting to make sure you're okay. So it's like a how are you? But in a much more serious way with a lot more depth, and they might be going into specific personal details about things you've told them that you've maybe been struggling with. I do feel like it's a very caring, sweet message from someone who really cares about you. And it may be that if you haven't missed this message, it might be that this person missed the message from you for ages. And I feel like they might say sorry for not seeing your message. I've been really busy with work, and they might have some offer for you that they want to make to you, or something sweet that they want to say to you. It feels very kind. For some people, it might even be romantic. It might be someone who has an attraction to you and like lust towards you in your community. But it could just as equally be like a family friend or a family member. So please don't take it as it has to be romantic, but take it as potential that it could be someone who you've been maybe in like a talking stage with, but they didn't reply to your message for ages, or someone who you have a crush on and maybe they didn't reply for ages, or someone who has a crush on you and maybe you messaged them and they didn't reply or something like that. But yeah, it does seem like someone someone in the situation has like missed the message and not seen it. And maybe there's like a work element. I'm not sure if you guys work together or if this person just wants to tell you about the work that they've been doing and see how you're doing. It feels like quite simple. It feels like just a caring, sweet kind of message. But I do feel like there's potential for something to grow from this. And for this message to kind of change the relationship you have with this person in some way. Like they might have a very kind offer for you to maybe help you with something or to do some work with you. It feels like maybe a community project, a collaborative project. But you might have to wait a little while. It's like maybe they respond to your message that you've sent ages ago. And then the next time they reply is again ages away. Or it's like you've missed their message and not seen it and they asked you something to do with work. And now by the time you reply to them, you're going to have to wait ages for them to reply to you. So yeah, I do feel like for some of you sent this message months ago to this person and they're finally responding to your message from months ago. And for some of you, it could be that you sent them a message months ago and they're finally responding to you. I hope I said it the right way around. So it's like either this person messaged you months ago and you've only just seen it now, or you messaged them months ago and they're only just replying to you now. So it might be like a past dated conversation. But I also do feel like this person might have a message. Like if you've just recently like asked a friend how they're doing or something, I feel like they might have loads of things to tell you about how they've been feeling really sad and really detached and maybe not really close with their family or not close with their friends and really stressed about work and stressed about money and trying to grow things but feeling really exhausted and trying to get their energy up and wanting to reach out to you but maybe not having the energy and the capacity. So yeah, I do feel like this person may go into quite a lot of emotional depth, but you may have to wait a little while for the next installment. This seems like a very close relationship or like a close relationship that's developing and the emotional content is there. It's like a very rich, deep message that has a lot of feeling and it's from somebody who very much cares about you. And I feel like it's like a healing communication. It might heal a relationship in some way. I'm not sure if it's like you've been upset that this person didn't respond or something like that and they're going to go into detail about what they've been doing and let you know how much they care about you and like reassure you about how long it's been since they spoke to you or something like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. And check out the information in the description box for personal readings, Patreon, and PayPal for donations. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Jade. Let's see what cards you have. In the Sacred Power reading cards you have Source. From the Astrology reading cards you have Aries. The energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading, impulsive action is likely. From the Black Moon Astrology cards you have Moon, Soul. From the Good Karma Tarot you have the Magician. And Death. And then the Queen of Swords. From the Golden Universal Tarot you have the Two of Wands. The Star. And the Chariot. I'm seeing for somebody this may just be a sign from Spirit that tells you to do something or go somewhere or that it's time to take action. Or even that it's time to end something and start something new and like make some new plans. It really feels like a sense of a message, but it's like maybe an internal message or a confirmation of something or just a spiritual message. It feels like something that is maybe not physically received. Not for everyone. For some of you it is like a physical Instagram message or a Snapchat or something like that. But yeah, for some of you it is a source message, a message from divine. a message from your soul that tells you to do something, that tells you it's time to go, that tells you to go somewhere on a specific day. But it seems like very much what you prayed for. It's like if you do get a real message, it seems like something you have been praying for. For somebody, it feels like something to do with work, like maybe you've been out of a job and you're waiting for a new job to come in, and it might be a message to say that you've got a job. Or you've got an interview or something like that, and it feels very positive for you, and it's like, right, it's time to shine. Time for you to get stuck in and make a good impression and do something that you're really good at. And it feels like a possibility for you to get a kind of increase or an uplift, or to improve your situation in life. It's like a really prayed for message with a great opportunity, which is, I want to say, going to make your future brighter. I also feel like it could be a message from someone who you're interested in. Like maybe they're very inspiring to you. Maybe it's someone you want to work with. Maybe it's someone you just want to talk to, someone really attractive who you've seen online, who's talking to you. And I feel like it might be someone who's particularly devoted to you and focused on you. I'm not sure if you've previously had a connection with this person and you've I want to say you've maybe got your eye on them, but maybe not in the same way that you used to, because they might have, I'm hearing for someone, it's like they may have come across as like a player or something before, and you might have lost interest in them, but you still kind of have your eye on them. Or I feel like they might communicate with you, and the kind of communication is like they're very dead set on you, like they're seriously interested in you. Like you've got the key to their heart, and they might show you a side of themselves that they don't really show to most people, like the beneath their armor kind of side, something that kind of gives you a bit more interest in them again. I feel like it might reawaken your interest in this person. It feels like it's someone you'd hope to hear from anyway, so I feel like it's not the sort of person where communication from them would make you annoyed. Even if it is someone you maybe got your eye on a bit, it's like you maybe don't trust them, but you're still interested in them, or you're still attracted to them. They're still attractive. I feel like someone may want to meet up with you, and it feels like they're very determined to do it. They might be Aries, they could also be, I'm hearing Libra, I'm hearing Aquarius, Scorpio is coming through, I'm also hearing Sagittarius, but they seem dead set on you and doing something with you. This person might be quite serious and, I want to say, focused on what they do. This person may have a very big job. They may even be a star. They might be someone who's famous who you follow or something like that, and you're like praying to hear from this person. I'm not sure if you've communicated with them about something, or if they've communicated with you before and you're hoping to hear from them again, and maybe you've lost hope about talking to them again. You've maybe felt like the relationship's over or something like that. And again, it could be work related, or it could be someone you're infatuated with or something like that. I also feel like this person may live far away. And especially if you're like communicating with someone to do business far away, or to move far away, or to go on a holiday far away. It could even be like a booking for a hotel that you really want and you weren't sure if they were going to confirm or something like that. Or it's like a booking for months away that you weren't sure if you were going to get, but you're like hopeful for. And I do feel for someone it might be an opportunity to use your talents, an opportunity to do what you're best at. Like, I'm not sure if someone's getting booked to talk at a conference or to attend a show or something like that, and it's like really hard to get tickets. And it's like a message to say that your confirmation has gone through and you've managed to book the tickets. And I do feel like this is the sort of thing you might have given up hope on. It's like you've given up hope on getting this message. You've given up hope on receiving success with this thing or hearing back from this person again. And I feel like it's going to be really exciting for you to receive the message, and it's going to bring back the hope for the situation. And I feel like it might make you really determined and focused on whatever this is, whether it's an opportunity or a person or both. It feels like it's not straightforward as much as it could be. Like, this message may have a few different elements. I'm not sure if there's like a particular element that's about work and a bit that may be difficult to receive. Like, there might be something in there that makes you angry or you find a bit annoying, or it is reminding you of something that was not very good a while ago or something like that, but also something that gives you hope for the future. So yeah, if it is like a message from someone you've stopped speaking to, It might be like they remind you that they didn't reply for ages, or they reminded you of something that went wrong in your situation. And it's like you have to get over that and get excited about the opportunity. Or say it's like a job you didn't think you were going to get and they now contact you. It's like you might feel a bit confused about why they're contacting you so late. You might wonder if they've like had another candidate do the job and they weren't very good and now they're just like pretending that they wanted you the whole time. So I feel like you might find a reason to be slightly offended, even if this message is overall very positive and gives you a lot to look forward to for the future. And I feel like this person will respond again, or it will lead to more communication, and it will lead to like a flow back and forth, a communication back and forth. And it seems to be like what you most want, what you're most determined towards, what you've most been focusing on, what you've most been pursuing. And I do feel like this could be a person for somebody, but they might be a bit serious and a bit severe with their energy. So I do feel like you might find that I want to say they may have two sides to their personality, and you may find that you get introduced to both sides and you're not really sure how to feel about them. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And check out the information in the description box if you'd like a personal reading. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you who chose the Apatite. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Divas. From the Astrology reading cards, you have Vesta, the Goddess within, your sacred spiritual center, and quiet dignity. From the Black Moon Astrology cards, you have Leo, I will. From the Good Karma Tarot, you have Strength. And the Eight of Cups. And then from the Golden Universal Tarot, you have the Eight of Wands. And the Knight of Pentacles. This may be from a Leo person, but it doesn't have to be. I feel like this person has very strong charismatic energy though, and they're very sociable, and they might be the kind of person who's the life of a party. And if not, maybe you're getting invited to a party. It could also be like a work party, or it could be a party with someone you've known through work, or just like any other kind of social event. It doesn't have to be like an actual party. But I feel like it's something about something to do with that, or for someone it could be, I'm hearing just like a really strong confirmation of just like, oh, okay, I will. Like, okay, no problem, I will. Like you ask someone to like, take the dog for a walk or something, and they're saying, yeah, no problem, fine, I'll do that for you. It just feels like for someone it's like something really boring, like I'll do that on my way home. No worries, I got it for you. And it could be like a colleague saying, like an email. It might be like a really boring, I'm sorry, I didn't say it was interesting or exciting or unexpected in the title, it just says the next message. So yeah, expect it to potentially just be like routine, kind of mundane, boring, day-to-day kind of stuff that someone is saying to you. But there might be quite a lot of messages about the same kind of work matter, or same routine, boring matter, like no problem, I will get that, and do you want me to do this as well? Or would you mind doing this for me since you're at home and I'm out, and blah, blah, blah. So it feels like maybe from someone you're quite close to, whether you're close in an interpersonal way, or if it's just like a money and business relationship where you're talking to somebody and they're confirming something with you, they're just saying yes, or agreeing something with you, or just talking about the work you have to do. I want to say there may be a plan that's being arranged as well. Like for someone it is something more exciting, like a party that you're getting invited to, but it might be a bit of a far away distance. I also feel like you may not see their message straight away, and you may kind of leave it for a while. You might not be in the best mood, and this person's energy might be really high. They might message you like, hey, I hope you're really good, I'm having an amazing time, how are you doing? And you just don't want to reply because you're feeling like really low and really sad, so you leave it for ages. Then I feel like you'll want to reply really quickly because you'll feel like really excited when you do read their message, and it feels like maybe they had like a I want to say like a divine reason for messaging you. If it's like a friend, I feel like this friend is really fun and really charming, and you never know what to expect with this friend. And again, they might be Leo, and I feel like their hair is like very stunning. They have special hair. I don't know if they wear wigs or if they have like very beautiful hair naturally or if they just like to style it. But it feels like their hair is like very special. They might have like a lion's mane kind of hair, like very big full hair. Maybe it's red, maybe it's curly. It could be blonde or black as well. It doesn't have to be red or brown. But I feel like you've maybe been missing this person if it's a friend. Or you might be keeping on playing like phone tennis with a specific person. You don't have to be like missing them on an emotional level. But maybe you just keep missing their phone call or missing their emails. Maybe it goes to junk, or maybe they email you. I don't know if they work in an office which is like abroad from you or something, or they are under a different sleep schedule or under a different time zone, or they're just one of those people that always messages you at the wrong moment. Like they just happen to email you when you're on your lunch break, or text you when you're feeling really down and out and not feeling like socializing or something like that, or phone you when you're eating your dinner. I feel like it's maybe that kind of situation where you've just missed their messages. And there may be loads from the same person, like, so by the way, do you want to talk about this? Like, they may have sent loads and loads and loads of information in this one message, where I can't really relay it all, but it feels like there may be something divine and psychic about the reason for them messaging you. Like, maybe they just had a feeling that they needed to reach out to you. And it's like, if you were feeling sad and you didn't want to answer, it might be that they were feeling that you're sad. If it's your friend, I feel like they were feeling you're sad. They maybe wanted to like lift you up, or maybe talk to you about some kind of passion project or career focus that you both have. Like maybe just on a soul to soul level, they kind of felt that you maybe needed like a pick me up or something like that. I feel like there's maybe been a lot of movement in this person's life, whoever it is. Like they may have moved house, or they may have moved jobs. They may have changed a relationship, and it feels like their message may be quite full on in terms of like how many things they have to say. And also I feel like they may have missed something, like maybe if it's a reply to your message. Like if it is a friend who you talk to regularly, who's maybe like Leo or a bit cool and psychic and does message you like just at the right moment. Or even if it's a colleague, I do feel like they may have missed an element of your message or something like that. Or they might be apologizing for missing your message and not seeing it on time or something like that. And now they're rushing to like get work done to you by a deadline, or reply to you to make sure that you know what they want to say or something. It seems like important, like there's some rush element, and I do feel like this person might be rushing to reply to you and get out all their words, and they might forget to reply to like one element of what you said to them. Like maybe you did say, how are you, how's the family, and then you also said, are we still on for lunch on Tuesday, and also I'm really proud to see your new blah 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 that you're doing, and it's really great to see you're happy with your new girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. And they may have like they may have missed to reply about something else, and it might have been something more important. Anyway, I feel like this message is going to be maybe quite lengthy for some of you, and for some of you it's going to be really short and sweet to the point, just like, no problem, I will. Like about something really routine. For some of you, I feel like there's a lot of messages, and it's someone who's maybe been missing from your life. And they seem like usually really inspired and enthusiastic and motivated, but they may have been going through some shifts and changes and just kind of like having messages pile on top of each other or something. I feel like this may be someone you often communicate with via, I feel like WhatsApp or text or DM, like Instagram DM, and they probably send you like 30 messages. Usually it's like, okay, I will. Also, are you still wanting to meet up tomorrow? And the next text is like, thanks for that, by the way. It's like responding to something you said and like hearting your last message. And then just sending like a bunch of laughing emojis in response to like a joke you sent them. And then they'll keep going for ages. So you might find your phone's like buzzing, 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 buzzing. with the same person like sending you like one word, then another word, then another word, then another word. And I feel like for some of you know who it is now because that's how they text. But anyway, especially if they're Leo, I feel like it's like a Leo friend who has fabulous hair, and you may know them through work and they text like that, and it's like really fun to talk to them because they get like they get excited to talk to you and you get excited to talk to them, and you end up speaking to them very fully, like you'll talk about everything. But yeah, because they text like that, I feel like you may notice that they've like forgotten to respond to like part of your message or something like that, or I don't know, something like that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And check out the information in the description box if you'd like a personal reading. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Malachite. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Intuition. From the Astrology reading cards, you have Venus, the part to be that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. From the Black Moon Astrology cards, you have Cancer, I feel. From the Good Karma Tarot, you have the Five of Wands and the Hierophant. And then from the Golden Universal Tarot, you have the Four of Swords and the Seven of Cups. This may be someone who you're not on amazing terms with right now, or the message may have like a bit of a, I want to say like a bit of a friction with it. Like there may be some like opposition between you and the person you're talking to. You may be disagreeing on something. We're not seeing 100% eye to eye. This may be a relative, it may be someone in your family. Or maybe someone you usually get on very well with. Or maybe someone who gets on well with everyone else in the family, or is in general like quite an agreeable person. But I feel like this message may be not the usual happy, agreeable tone. Like they might be a bit in a bad mood with you. They might be really annoyed with you, and they might want to maybe say like some, I don't want to say anything harsh, like they don't want to say anything harsh to you, but it's more like they may be a bit confused about things, and I feel like they may have, I'm hearing something like, I've been waiting for you to reply for ages, or something like that. It's like a little bit fresh, a little bit bitchy, something like that. And I feel like they usually might not be like that. They might be in a bit of a mood, and I feel like this person may be Cancer, or they may be another water sign, or they also could be like Aries, I'm hearing. And I feel like they can get a bit sulky or moody or like hot-headed sometimes. But I feel like they will also say some nice things in their message. Like maybe something about the family if this is like a relative of yours. Or yeah, something about your community. I feel like this person is maybe wanting to help the relationship, but they also might, I want to say like go quiet on you again afterwards or something. Like they communicate with you once, then go quiet on you or something. Or they might be telling you off for going quiet on them or something along those lines. I also feel like for some of you, this might be not a family member at all, but someone you're quite attracted to. Someone you've maybe been dating but haven't spoken to for a long time. Like maybe you were taking some time to think what you wanted. Or maybe they were taking some time to think about what they wanted. Like maybe this person has been seeing too many people, or maybe you were seeing too many people. It's like maybe the energy of someone who was maybe expecting something different from someone else in the situation or something along those lines. I feel like this person may be trying to come to an agreement and arrangement with you, but they may not be very sure what they want with you still. And I feel like for someone, it may be like someone who wants to still keep you a bit in limbo. It's like they're attracted to you and they don't really like that they're not talking to you anymore, but they're still not really sure and they still want to keep their options open. So I feel like you may not want to speak to them that much. Like they may want to go ghost again, I'm hearing. And they may want to like put you in like a third party relationship or something. So be careful with that one if that's your person who contacts you. Because yeah, they're giving like a bit strange energy. And I do feel like this may be a group chat for somebody, like a group chat, and there may be a bit of hostility in the group chat. I'm hearing for somebody, it's like a family group chat maybe, and there's like a couple people who don't get on, or a friendship group chat, or maybe there's like a talk of something fun or a talk of something really nice, but also some kind of friction or messiness or drama. And I feel like you may just want to keep out of it. You may just not want to respond, but you might look at the messages and think like, God, there's such a lot going on in this one group chat. I can't really deal with this right now. Like, this is too much. Especially if you're at school. I want to say it might be like a school group chat that you have with like student friends, and especially if you're trying to organize like a group project or something, I feel like there's like a couple people who are not getting on whatsoever, and you might have some good ideas. If you're at school, there might be someone you're attracted to in the group chat as well, but I feel like that person might not be replying either, and it's like there's not much point in sending any messages unless you have some way of like helping everyone else to get on. You might not really feel like replying that much. Anyway, I do really feel like this is like your family member. Well, I do want to say it's someone you're attracted to, but they seem to still have like lots of options. Like, they might be communicating with you, but they're also talking to like so many other people that you're left waiting ages and ages and ages for their responses, to the point where you maybe don't really like them anymore. And I feel like you might have gotten to the point where you don't really like them anymore and you're waiting for a reply. And they're just going to kind of check into like, hey, I hope you're okay. And then they're probably quiet on you again for like another 4 weeks. Or 4 days, or like 7 months for some of you. So I just want to tell you to be careful a little bit if it is that kind of person. But if you have been arguing with someone, I feel like they may want to put the argument to bed. But they also might have some frosty words for you that maybe make one of you go silent again. I feel like they may be trying to, I'm hearing someone's trying to fix you up with someone, or like fix up a relationship or something like that. It might be someone trying to interfere in your love life, or tell you about their family fixing them up with someone or something like that. Is it like a relatives group chat and they're trying to like arrange someone a marriage? That's coming through really strongly, or they're trying to like send you pictures of someone they want you to marry or something. Anyway, I'm sorry if your relatives are meddling like that, but anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. And if you like a personal reading, the information will be below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Angelite. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Soul Journey. From the astrology reading cards, you have Aquarius. This energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. From the Black Moon astrology cards, you have Mercury, mind. From the Good Karma Tarot, you have Three of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. And then from the Golden Universal Tarot, you have the King of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. For some of you, this could be your other half. But for some of you, it could just be a friend. It could be someone who's maybe just like a person, you know, like an acquaintance. You maybe don't know them that well yet, even. But I feel like there could be some kind of attraction between you. This person could kind of have their eye on you. They could be a water sign. They could also be an Aquarius. This person seems to be a planner and a thinker, and this message may have an element of planning and trying to arrange a get-together or a meetup or something for the future. But I do feel like it may be the kind of message where you have been waiting a long time for it, or you end up waiting a long time for a response after this person messages you. I feel like it may take a while for this message to come after you watch this reading. And then once you do communicate with them back, maybe you don't want to communicate with them back straight away. Maybe you want to leave them waiting. Then maybe they want to leave you waiting again. This person may live far away. They may live in a different part of the world. You may just know them from online, and this might be an online message. And I feel like it could be something where they're kind of, I want to say they don't want to show too much of their intentions or their feelings or anything like that. And it seems like a bit of a little message, like a kind of like a a small opening for get to know you chat with someone who seems to be like maybe a friend or someone you're trying to get to know, but not very much. And I feel like it's kind of like a bit mind game maybe, and you still feel like a bit detached from them. And I feel like you're going to have to be patient to try and get to know this person more, because I feel like they maybe want to talk to you about, I want to say things which are not emotional at all. It feels like there is like some kind of emotional connection between you, like maybe you're flirting with each other, or maybe you have a crush on each other. Maybe it is your counterpart, maybe it's your partner, but maybe you're just talking about a party there is to go to, or an event, or some holiday you're planning for the future, or something outside of your relationship, like a work matter, or other people you know, or something like that. And it seems like the kind of communication which is a bit small talky, but not that much so. Like it does seem to have some element of depth, or like you already know each other well and you already get each other well. Or you're trying to get to know each other and maybe not share too much, but share a little bit, enough to still be interesting to warrant a response from them. But yeah, it feels like it might have like an invitation to a date or a party, or to like get to know each other better. But it feels a bit slower than that. It feels more like a kind of communication which just leads to more communication maybe, and not necessarily, not definitely. Like it still seems like there's distance between you and this person and you're not that close. But you may have like a shared reason for communicating, like an event that you're going to together, or something you do together, or something you're working on together. It feels like there's like a reason to communicate with each other, and you might have like subtle hints at like wanting to know each other more, but it also might be quite base level and not very much to unpick. And you might want to unpick it more, and you want to find more insight in there, and you want to find more depth in there, but it might be blocked from you figuring out anything more about this person. It's like you're trying to feel each other out, is what I'm getting. And this could be business, it doesn't have to be friendship or romance. But it feels like you do have to wait for more. And I do feel like there may be like a business element where you are trying to like outplay each other, like trying to... It feels like you're evenly matched if it's like business and you're communicating with somebody to work with. It feels like you maybe do have to communicate quite a lot, like you keep having to communicate back and forth, and maybe like renegotiate, or I just wait a long time. Like maybe they want to make you wait a long time for some reason, or I don't know, it's like they want to seem busy or something like that, so they're like leaving you waiting for a response. So then maybe that gives you a hint of who it is, because I feel like they're a bit of a distance from you. They don't have to be abroad, but they just feel like a bit distant from you. And there may be a bit of cautiousness with like how much to open up, how much to say versus what not to say, and what to hold back. And I do feel like this person's going to hold some stuff back, but there also may be like a planning for the future that you're doing together, like making a date, or yeah, something like that. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Check out the information in the description box if you'd like a personal reading. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the Calcite. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have energy balance. From the astrology reading cards, you have the 10th house, your achievements and status in the outside world. From the Black Moon astrology cards, you have the 8th house, endings and beginnings. From the Good Karma tarot, you have the Lovers and the King of Wands. And from the Golden Universal tarot, you have the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. This feels like someone you're very interested in, or someone who's really, really interested in you, and I feel like they may want to pursue you romantically, or it may be that you're pursuing them romantically, and they seem like your dream person, or vice versa. I do feel like it's mutual, like I feel like you're this person's dream person and they're your dream person. And it feels like they're quite difficult to get to know, or maybe you're difficult to get to know, and they're asking you questions to try and get to know you more. But I do feel like it's them. I feel like they're quite difficult to get to know. I feel like you're going to be very confident when you message them back because it feels like kind of a done deal. It feels like very certain, very secure, and very deep feelings already. I feel like you both share very deep feelings and you have a lot of passion for each other. It feels like it is kind of a matter of time before this message comes. It feels like it will come in the right time. And it feels like it's going to melt you together in a way. It feels like the kind of relationship that increases the amount of love in the situation or the amount of connectedness in the situation. I feel like the communication is being driven by the masculine in the situation. So it's like for some of you, it's your masculine counterpart who wants to communicate with you. And it feels like it's very passionate and it's like on God's time. It's on like the divine time. It feels like very well thought out and planned and like well executed. It's like it might even be like a romantic love letter or a gift to your house for someone or something like that. It feels like quite ambitious. The communication may be ambitious and it may share quite a lot. It may be quite open, but in a still like holding back a little bit way. It's like cautious and carefully chosen words to make sure that the focus is on increasing the love and the passion in the situation and to maybe solve any problems between you because you guys might have maybe broken up recently. Some people watching, you might have broken up with your partner. And maybe they're trying to fix things between you and they're ambitiously wanting to like get you a gift or plan something really sweet with you or something like that. And for some of you, it could be someone who's really new in your life or someone who you're just getting to know. Might even be like the kind of message where it's like someone you've dated for a little bit and they're wanting to ask, can we be exclusive? Or like, do you want to move in with me? Or can I marry you? Or something sweet like that. It feels like quite a big, ambitious communication. I do feel like for someone, there may be a communication regarding something on more of a work level, something to do with your passions, something to do with what you love that you've been trying to pursue. And it might be like you've not had any work for ages and it's finally someone who wants to book you, someone who wants to hire you, and they maybe have a job for you which is quite complicated and quite difficult, but it seems like you might be the right person for the job. And it feels like quite a soothing message anyway. So it's like if you haven't had work for ages, this will feel really reassuring. And if you and your partner have been fighting, this is going to feel really reassuring. And even if you've been single or if you've been wondering if someone likes you back, and this is like a communication from them to let you know that they do, it's going to be really assuring and reassuring for you. You're going to feel really good about yourself when you get this message. This person may be very advanced in their career. They may be very successful. Maybe someone who's a bit more successful than you or someone who's known for being successful. Like maybe they're a businessman, businesswoman. Maybe they're quite wealthy. Maybe there's someone who's very confident and just like shows up to do the job and is really hardworking. They don't have to be rich or successful. They could just be like really, really, really hardworking and someone who's always on time, always there on the right time to do the job and doesn't let their feelings get in the way of them doing the job. But they do seem like someone who has a big heart as well. And I feel like for a lot of you, you do already like this person in like quite a sweet way. Like you do have a lot of love for them, even if it's not romantic love. I just do feel like you have love for them and you care about them. And it feels very special, this message. It feels, I want to say confirmative or like something you would want to accept, something you'd feel grateful for. There may be an opportunity, which could be like an opportunity for commitment or an opportunity for work or something which you feel very safe and I just feel like safe and sacred about, and like potential for this person to maybe be near you, like they live near you or they work near you or something, and it's like there's a place where you can maybe meet up. I feel like you may have like a shared plan to go to the same place and it could be just work or something, but it feels like this person's very helpful. And the tone of the message is very helpful and very supportive and very loving and kind of helpful in a way that is not only like practical and material, but also like soul level. It feels like their company and their presence is helpful for you in like their kind of like good advice and they're a good advice giver and they're a sweet person and they make you feel happy to spend time with them. So I do feel like whatever this message is about, whether it is about work or if it's more of like a relationship matter, or if it's just confirmative of something, like acceptance of something you've asked, like maybe you asked someone out and they're accepting your date. It just feels really happy and it feels really exciting and it feels like there's a lot of inspiration and plans to be made from this communication for the future. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. And if you're interested in personal readings, the information will be below. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the red Jasper. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Power reading cards, you have Retreat. From the Astrology reading cards, you have Mars. Your physical energy, drive, strength, and fighting spirit. From the Black Moon Astrology cards, you have Yod, Destiny. From the Good Karma Tarot, you have Judgment. And the Four of Wands. And then from the Golden Universal Tarot, you have the Five of Cups and the Hierophant. This may be a spirit message for some of you. It could be just like a divine message that gives you some energy and focus and makes you feel happy. Maybe helps you to move on from a situation of sadness. Feels like maybe answers to your prayers or something like that, like maybe coming together with a friend as an answer to your prayer or something like that, like maybe you just run into a friend. It's not like an actual message, but maybe you get like a kind of feeling that you're going to bump into that friend today, like you just keep getting signs that are pointing to that friend. Maybe you go and relax somewhere like a park near your local house and you just like run into your friend or something along those lines. So it feels like just like a sign from spirit for somebody to make you happy and to keep you in a good mood and to maybe help you, again, like I said, to just get over a sadness and to not feel so bad. For someone, this could be an actual phone call from a family member or a friend. Maybe someone you live far away from. It's maybe someone who lives, I want to say back home, like maybe you don't live near them, but they live quite a far away distance, like maybe across water, maybe in a different country even. And I feel like you maybe haven't been able to visit them for a long time, but they would love to see you. Maybe you end up talking for hours on the phone to this person, or you end up talking a lot more as a result of catching up with this person. It feels like they have a lot to say to you and they have a really good message for you, or maybe a lot of messages or a phone call. I feel like it's going to make you happy to hear from this person and it's going to feel fun and enjoyable to talk to them, and I feel like they may have an offer for you to come and visit them or something like that, or telling you about other family members or catching you up on some stuff that's been going on. And I do feel like it will remind you of things that you should feel positive about and help you maybe get out of a sad feeling and maybe even help you to like get back to more of feeling yourself. For somebody, I'm feeling it's like a message that like reminds you who you were or something like that. It's like it brings you back to yourself. It brings you back to a happier time. It's like it brings back memories, or this person brings back memories of a happier time. Maybe a time when you felt more energized, or their energy rubs off on you and they have like very strong energy. This may be a friend who likes to work out a lot, or maybe you used to work out with them. Maybe it is your workout friend and you just bump into them, like maybe you're going for a run and you run into your running friend and you just end up having a laugh for ages. They just really cheer you up, and maybe you run all the way home together and agree to go for like a coffee next week or something. It just feels like it's a really nice day. It might be a sunny day as well. I feel like this might actually be like a really sunny morning is coming through, and someone may turn up at your house, or they may just phone you, or like I said, you could bump into somebody and maybe it's like you receive signs that you're meant to go to a specific place. I feel like for somebody you feel really sad and not in your best energy, But it's like you're being guided somewhere for a reason, and it feels like it's quite profound and destined. So I hope you enjoyed that. I want to keep it a bit mysterious for Spirit to give you this message when it's meant to be received, because it does feel like quite divine and quite precious. And it feels like from someone quite special, whether it's like family or friends or someone who's like your partner or something like that. It just feels like it's like a destined message that comes at just the right moment and really cheers you up. And it could be a phone call as well, or just bumping into somebody. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And check out the information in the description box if you'd like a personal reading. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.